EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at the
if you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. And a give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At their 49-yard line.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
they'll set up to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it will be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Watson. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Buccaneers 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nearly a disaster there on the check down. but they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And connecting here with DJ Shark. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Dancing to his left. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw again. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The big fella, the 3rd. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score. Ravens 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this all the way out to the 30-yard line.
You're laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Maybe a free play for Watson. That's caught. Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kareem Hunt, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Buccaneers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards on the play.
And the Raven 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson, off play action. And a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
3rd down.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
At the 29-yard line.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throw taken in by Chark. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those deep looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This will be the 6. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21. Ravens 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And we'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Third down, here's McCaffrey.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Swing this one out to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Trying.
Not so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. yards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Ravens strike first and 3's him. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out here trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Bucs' 36-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, but now it'll be third down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. He may try and run for this. Work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
And inches.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Baltimore, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.